Welcome back. You're watching Political Exchange. For those of you just joining us, Uddhav Thackeray has been sworn in as the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. 6 other ministers have also been sworn in. The Deputy Chief Minister's post will, of course, be going to the NCP. The Speaker's post will go to the Congress party. But whether Ajit Pawar will get the Deputy CM's post, that's really anyone's guess at this point. It seems that they would like to avoid bad optics at this point in time. The alliance, the Maha Vikas Aghadi, has also come up with a common minimum program where they've focused heavily on farmers and development. Let's go across to our guests now. We'd like to welcome all of them on the channel once again. But Rashid Kidwai, to get you in at this point, how is Sonia Gandhi and also Rahul Gandhi, how would they be viewing these developments in Maharashtra? How would this be for the Congress party, which has its own cadre, own leadership and own base in the state?
I think when you say Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, they are two different entities. Their worldview is very different. They be mother and son. But had it not been Sonia Gandhi, this kind of alliance would not have worked out. I think largely there is a sense of relief in the Congress that this alliance has worked, simply because it takes away that kind of that baggage of secularism that Congress was carrying. And secularism was very misunderstood, became a dirty word since the time Narendra Modi arrived on political horizon. So there is a sense of relief that now Congress can do business with any political party. Look, the Congress objective is very simple. Whatever the theoreticians may say, or left liberals, Congress men are instinctively glued to power, and the power attracts them. That is what makes them, feel good and respect leadership. And Sonia Gandhi has understood this. I've been saying Sonia Gandhi is a first-class graduate from the University of Life, and she has done this, done a kind of impossible thing. Congress was nowhere in the picture. Fourth, did not campaign much, did not work hard, did not, spend kind of resources, and yet they are getting fruits of power. So this is an ideal situation. Take off. Next is Jharkhand. If they can keep the BJP out, then of course Delhi, same dictum, keep BJP out. I think Bihar, this is going to really work.
All right, so this seems to be a formula that the Congress party would like to use. But just to focus a bit more on the common minimum program, and I'd like to get Ketan Vaidya back in. Ketan, thank you for waiting patiently. The first line of the common minimum program said, alliance partners commit to upholding secular values enshrined in the Constitution. What is a larger message that Uddhav Thackeray, Sharad Pawar and Sonia Gandhi are trying to send with this common minimum program?
Well, the first fear that many friends of Congress and people within the UPA and within the Congress said that, okay, Shiv Sena is an avowed Hindutva party, and this alliance of convenience or political expediency is fine for an important state of Maharashtra. But what signal will it show elsewhere? And that is when everyone pondered over it. And Shiv Sena within the party, what I get to hear from strategists within the party is that, be it 370, Article 370, be it the Ram Mandir issue, or be it the Triple Talaq issue, many important political Hindutva issues have been settled and they are no longer in the Hindutva mainstream. The Shiv Sena currently wouldn't just shed off its Hindutva image lock, stock and barrel. However, it can work within a common minimum program, and that is what also Sanjay Raut said, that we believe in the Constitution and secularism is a principle enshrined in the Constitution. And whenever BJP will try to imbibe the Hindutva guilt, as I call it, in Shiv Sena, this is the defense that the party is going to take. And someone was talking about Congress's centrist position. So 2 quick points on that. If you go back to the 50s and the 60s Congress, then the Congress's national president Purushottam Das Tandon was more of right of center, whereas you had a unifier, rationalist sort of a Jawaharlal Nehru at the helm, who ensured that all different ideas were brought in the Congress. So that's how I see the whole thing panning out.
All right. And
one more point,
Mr. Ayub,
also,
if I can get you
in terms of NDA, when Vajpayee was heading the NDA, there were socialists and there were small parties which didn't adhere to the ideology, the Hindutva ideology of BJP. And yet they could do business with someone like Vajpayee. So it's time now that the senior leadership of BJP understand that, you know, the regionals have returned, and politics of vengeance wouldn't work. They should take everyone together.
All right, they should take everyone together. To get Mohammad Ayub in at this point, Mr. Ayub, let's look at the challenges for the country right now. The GDP numbers are set to come out, and the GDP could come down to 4.2% from what we are hearing. There is a slowdown that the country is facing. There is an unemployment crisis that we're facing. There is a consumption slowdown as well. What, according to you, will Uddhav Thackeray have to do in order to prove himself, not just to the Maharashtra community, to the nation, to the opposition, but also to the international community?
Well, I'm not an economist, but from what I have picked up is that Maharashtra has one of the highest debt ratios in the entire country. And this is very disturbing. And then they've made all these promises for to the farmers and other segments of society that they'll have to raise resources for. I'm not sure how they'll be able to raise to square the circle. But this is, of course, a larger national problem as well. The official figures, or even those that are leaked out, relate primarily to the organized sector of the economy, and that shows the growth rate coming down to 4% or somewhere around that. But once you take into consideration, and I've seen studies to that effect, once you take into account the unorganized sector, which is a huge segment of the Indian economy, economists have been predicting that it could actually go into negative territory, like -1 or -2. And I'm currently in Bangalore, visiting Bangalore, and I find just talking to people, about how things are going, that the economy seems to be, if not in a tailspin, at least in dire straits, with retail shops closing down, with taxi businesses losing customers to the extent of 25%, and so on and so forth. So if in this IT hub you see these signs of economic stress, and of course the agricultural sector has demonstrated greater economic stress, one cannot be terribly optimistic about the future, at least in the near term, of the Indian economy. And I'm sure that's going to be reflected in Maharashtra, particularly because the financial capital, Mumbai, is the capital of Maharashtra to probably a greater extent than in many other urban centers.
All right, Mr. Vadakan, to get you in, throughout this campaign, the BJP always compared its development record to that of the Congress. They hit out at the Congress over corruption. You always projected the BJP as a decisive government. Article 370, Balakot strikes were communicated by the BJP leadership as well. Do you think now the BJP will have to go back to the drawing board, work harder on putting the economy back on track, work harder on the farmer community as well? Because look at the manifesto of the Mahavikas Aghadi. The first thing that they speak about is the farmer community as well. 400 farmers being invited to the swearing-in ceremony. Do you think the agriculture community, the state of the economy, jobs, this is something that the BJP will now start having to think very seriously about and working towards?
Parikshit, all what you say is not just music, but that's a reality. I mean, that is something we have to face. And like the finance minister said, the House, there is a slowdown, but it's not recession. So I'm not going to debate on that. But the potholes from the Mantralaya, from the 6th floor, I don't know whether the potholes are visible, but yes, with the kind of debt that they have, 4.5 lakh crore debt, which is what they are facing, and a drought-like situation. Yes, I'm told in the common minimum program, it all starts with the word immediate, urgent, what have you. Yes, we would like them to do it, and we will give them all support. The centre will support them in the interest of Maharashtra to see that all is well. But the point here is, it is a huge challenge, and they have a cocktail which is a mixture of Shiv Sena, Congress, and like Rashid rightly pointed out, he said that the baggage of secularism is now over. But my friend also must focus also on the Wayanad Member of Parliament, Mr. Rahul Gandhi. He rightly pointed out Sonia Gandhi is one personality and the son has a different style, be what it may. But his electorate was essentially belonged to a particular community. And there were issues about the Muslim League talking about it. Now, baggage, you may get rid of the baggage tentatively, but I don't know whether that baggage you can get rid of in the near future, because ideology is what you have compromised, and the whole backing that you're getting from a particular community or other communities as a minority is your secular baggage. And if you think you're going to get away with it, what is the difference between you and any other party?
Okay, you're saying that they've compromised on ideology. You're saying that they've compromised on ideology. I'd just like to play Amit Shah's soundbite. He spoke at News 18's Jharkhand event a short while back. He was asked about what happened with Ajit Pawar, and he's saying that we did not compromise on ideology. It was Shiv Sena that compromised on ideology, but by tying up with the Congress party. Let's play that soundbite out for our viewers, then we'll return to our panelists.
हमने हमारी आइडियोलॉजी को, हमारी विचारधारा को और हमारे पार्टी के एजेंडे को अक्षुण्ण रखते हुए शुद्ध रूप से मैंडेट का इंप्लीमेंटेशन करने का ट्राई किया। ना हॉर्स ट्रेडिंग किया है, ना हॉर्स ट्रेडिंग का प्रयास किया है। हॉर्स ट्रेडिंग तो कांग्रेस पार्टी ने किया है। कांग्रेस पार्टी ने इक्का दुक्का घोड़े नहीं, पूरा अस्तबल ही सीएम पद की कुर्सी देकर खरीद लिया। कांग्रेस और एनसीपी जो गठबंधन में लड़े थे, उनकी 100 सीटें हैं, शिवसेना की 50 है। आपने बोला शिवसेना का मुख्यमंत्री क्यों स्वीकार किया? किसी को जवाब दे सकते हो? कोई कॉमन मिनिमम प्रोग्राम नहीं है, केवल और केवल सट्टा की भाग बटाई में ये टाइम गया है। और कोई कौन सा मंत्रालय मिलेगा, कितने मंत्रालय मिलेंगे, कौन मंत्री बनेगा, कौन मुख्यमंत्री बनेगा, कौन उप मुख्यमंत्री बनेगा, इसी में समय गया है।
आपको नहीं लगता अमित शाह जी, चाचा भतीजे की इस लड़ाई में, अजीत पवार और शरद पवार की इस झगड़े में नुकसान आपका हो गया? पॉलिटिकल फेस की मैं बात कर रहा हूं।
हमारा नुकसान अजीत पवार और शरद पवार के कारण नहीं हुआ है, वो तो हमारे खिलाफ ही चुनाव लड़े थे। हमारा नुकसान हमारे साथी ने चुनाव के बाद मन बदला, इसके कारण हुआ।
All right, so there we heard Amit Shah saying that we did not indulge in horse trading, we did not compromise on our ideology, and we've not lost out in this battle. But to get in Ketan, and Ketan, you'll probably be able to get us this word on how people in Maharashtra would be seeing this alliance. It's one thing to say that you've compromised on your Hindutva ideology, but don't people in Maharashtra want a stable government, a government which performs for the farmers, which performs for the businessmen, which performs for youth, which performs for women? At the end of the day, if they get the governance picture right, will this point about Hindutva ideology being compromised upon be forgiven?
Well, I think the contradictions within the government will be the positive points as days go on, because Congress and NCP have had an experience of 15 years of running the state. They know the administration in and out, and so that would be one positive thing. And Amit Shah was talking about the great betrayal of trust and great betrayal of Hindutva. But the same thing applies to BJP. What they did with Mehbooba Mufti, I mean, it was the most unlikely of allies. The BJP also has struck alliance with different allies in the northeast. What they did in Mizoram, what they did in Goa. Who was the single largest party? There were 16 seats out of when 20 was the majority figure in Goa, and BJP had just 12 seats. But so coming to power by hook and crook is actually the vestige of BJP, and if someone else tries to do it, then they show shock, they show awe, and they show surprise. So it's very interesting how things are. And as I said, the Hindutva guilt. Now Amit Shah is trying to pass on this guilt to him, whereas his own party in 2014, in 2019, Hindutva was not one of the main agenda. It was development. It was taking everyone together. It was showing Narendra Modi as this inclusive pan-India figure and taking the central pole position in Indian politics. And BJP succeeded in doing that through a massive campaign that they unleashed. And now, when they are losing friends, now when they are losing the faith that the regional parties had in them, they are crying sour grapes. It's just an instance of sour grapes. That is all.
All right. Okay, so how far can the BJP take this Hindutva ideology issue? We'll take that up with our panelists. We'll request Mohammad Ayub, we'll request Avik Saha, Rashid Kidwai, Ketan Vaidya, Tom Warakan to continue being with us. We're taking a short break and coming right back.